pummeling.
Before Seattle was tagged with flannel and grunge, the city's underground music scene was loud, chaotic, and fiercely independent. And at the hub of that driving noise was a band called the U-Men.
I first became aware of the U-Men in 1982. I'd seen Tom Price perform with Psychopop.
In 1980, Tom Price, transitioning from his earlier band Psychopop, brought together John Bigley on vocals, Robin Buchan on bass, and Charlie Ryan on drums.
The U-Men were coming from a slightly different angle. It was more from a post-punk, sort of angular, dissonant kind of energy.
They were kind of the one band that everyone could agree on.
A lot of good players, and so it was, a recipe for something great.
When original bassist Robin Buchan stepped away toward a different future, the U-Men were left to fill the gap.
Tom recruited his friend Jim Tillman.
I was not in the initial band, so I auditioned as a guitar player playing bass, and it went off really well. I had a great time and took off.
With Jim on bass, the band sharpened its sound and audiences responded big time.
Around 1985, they were considered sort of the kings of the scene. I mean, they would play a show and sell out, and they played packed shows.
The U-Men shows were fantastic. They were always super fun and entertaining. People just dancing like maniacs.
They were pretty lively. John Bigley was a performer. He was a solid front man.
What sort of stood out right away with the U-Men is the rhythm section. The hardcore bands like U-Men were always it was swing in it.
Well, this is really a difficult thing for me to pick one U-Men song, but I landed on Fumes just this morning. It's got this cool rolling bass line and Tom's kind of counterpoint guitar part.
Charlie's the drummer for the U-Men. The man can swing. And as an ex-drummer myself, I really appreciate when a drummer can swing. And then you got Tom, who is an outstanding guitar player, one of my personal guitar heroes.
The U-Men's explosive energy was ripe for recording. Enter Sub Pop co-founder Bruce Pavitt.
The first EP was released under the label Spy. That was in fact the first record that Bruce had released prior to starting Sub Pop, and I think it was the last record he released before he started releasing Sub Pop material. So you could almost call it the first Sub Pop release, even though it wasn't Sub Pop.
Their second EP, Stop Spinning, landed on the national label Homestead Records alongside noise rock trailblazers Sonic Youth, Big Black, and Dinosaur Jr.
Well, there's the famous Antic, of course, setting the moat on fire at the Mural Amphitheater during Bumbershoot. We played Bumbershoot once, and we were not asked back. I think setting the moat on fire was kind of like our way of exiting stage left. Yeah, they did not need our presence again.
If the U-Men were playing, it was like 250 people, which was kind of where things sort of topped out at that time in terms of people interested in underground original music.
I think they influenced a lot of people just in terms of showing that you could just get your own sound and just get up there and do it.
As the band peaked, so did personality clashes within the group. Times were changing, and the U-Men's demise became inevitable.
I actually left the band at a very tumultuous time in the band's history when things were getting kind of untenable between us as people.
When they folded in the late 80s, members of the band had started to develop different musical interests and started pursuing other opportunities. It was amicable, but inevitable.
The U-Men may have ended, but their undisputed impact continued. John Bigley and Charlie Ryan formed the short-lived Grouse. Jim Tillman carried on through the local acts like Love Battery. And Tom maintained a steady overall presence in Seattle's music scene.
My name is Tom Price. I've been playing in punk and art bands since I was about 14 or 15. The U-Men just fell apart. As we were getting older too, you just start moving in different directions, and hard to get everybody to agree on a program of what you want to do. And right after the U-Men broke up, I immediately started Gas Suffer.
Some of my favorite records that I've ever worked on as a recording engineer were the 3 Gas Suffer albums.
Gas Huffer, Tom's project post-U-Men, released records on Empty Records and later the punk label Epitaph. Tom also joined forces with members of Mudhoney in the collaborative project Monkey Wrench. And today, his band, Tom Price Desert Classic, continues to perform in Seattle.
We've actually been together for quite a while now, 15 years, I think, and they're a great band. Those guys have just gradually stepped in, covering for me. I was officially diagnosed with Parkinson's disease when I was 39 years old. I'm now 62, so you do the math. I'll hate it when I'm on a roll musically and just want to keep playing, and you can't. Usually on stage, the big difference is I have to be sitting down, which I hate. I'd like to be standing up and rocking out, as I've always done. I'm a musician, the show must go on. In the pieces the preacher cried, you're all gonna burn hell.
What I think keeps Tom going is music. Tom's just always in a band. He wouldn't be himself if he wasn't in a band.
It's just what you do, and life just isn't right without that.
He hasn't stopped playing in spite of the fact, we're all getting older. He also has health challenges that would really, I think, stop anybody else in their tracks. I think he has to play to survive.
Although Parkinson's has taken its toll, Tom's creative legacy as a major force in the local music scene has continued to grow. But life is full of surprises, and an unexpected tragedy yanked the U-Men out of the past and into the now.
My son Charlie, he died from a drug overdose when he was 16. I was part of the fentanyl epidemic that's still going on, an extremely harsh thing to deal with. One great thing about music that's been so helpful for dealing with the loss of my son is adrenaline. You're on stage and adrenaline kicks in, and that can really get you through. One thing that happens is you start dealing with it, and the pain starts to subside a little bit, and then you almost feel guilty. Like, why do I feel okay? Am I losing the memory of my boy?
Will you ever stop playing music?
I might have to. I'm always going to be playing music. It's just a matter of how much longer can I do it without just stupidly endangering myself. You sometimes hear musicians say, I want to rock till I die, but I don't want to be embarrassing about it. I don't want to die on stage. After Charlie died, my wife and I almost sort of adopted his girlfriend, Bella, who was a great singer. And she was having some problems. So I thought that maybe if I got her singing in a band, maybe that would help her lift her spirits a little bit. So we started the Little U-Men, and there was one version of the Little U-Men that did one show, played one song, Bella's favorite U-Men song, which is called Clubs, and we played that at a show, and that was so fun that we decided, well, we got to keep this going.
And Tom has kept going. With a one-song performance, the Little U-Men was born. A concert was planned, bringing Jim Tillman on bass, but with Bella reluctant to take on more vocals, the act needed a voice.
John, the vocalist for the U-Men, was not interested in doing it, so we got a bunch of guest vocalists. Whoever seemed best at doing whichever song. It just all sort of fell into place.
The Little U-Men started rehearsing and found that the chemistry that made them so special, and recruited some backup musicians and did a delightful performance here in Georgetown.
45 years on, the authentic spirit of the U-Men continues to deliver, and Tom's legacy continues to shine. Every time he steps on stage, every note he hits in spite of pain lands with sincerity and truth. Tom Price has something to say, and as long as he keeps on doing his thing, Seattle will keep on listening.
Let's have a big hand for the Little U-Men.
Bye.